Welcome back to part 3 of Easy to Expert Painting. This is part 3, so we'll be getting a very complex one. You can see part 2 here. Part 2 wasn't too complex, so we're going to be getting really complex. And if you guys like this video, 15 likes, and we'll do part 4 with the most complex one, even more complex than this one. Let's get into designing and sketching out where everything will go. It's not a very big mountain. Just a little tiny. Okay, so here's the sketching. We're gonna have a yellow and blue sky right here at the top. We're gonna have some mountains, and the two sides are gonna be grass, and then we're gonna have a stream right in the middle. So we'll get started. The first thing we're gonna do is a stream in the middle. I think we're doing well. Just focusing. I really gotta focus this video. This really, it's probably above my level to be doing some of the stuff I'm gonna be trying in this video. So we're gonna have to be very, very focused then. Absolutely locked in, trying to get this painting correct with all its elements. We're gonna get creative here. The sky is gonna be a touch lighter than it's gonna be a nice light blue. It's gonna have a yellow element to it though too, so we'll go in with some yellow. I wonder what this is gonna look like. I don't quite know, but we're gonna find out together. I'm gonna apply this couple dollops right to the canvas, and then see what happens, kinda. Now we're gonna go to the green and do some, because this is decently dry, so we can kind of hopefully layer over top maybe a little bit with our green. Now we will be adding the texture later to the grass, so just kind of get a good coat for the grass to build off of here. Very precise. Very. This grass looks a little dead. Not exactly the grassy color, but you know, that's okay. It's a attempt. Okay. Now we gotta go in here. We're gonna get the detail work here. Okay, so we're going in. We're gonna go in with a different color and add some texture to this. That corner is gonna get a little bit of looks like erratic. Then this is gonna get darker. In this little area where the water's kind of sitting, it's not really flowing. So it's gonna get a little bit of oh, this is the wrong color. Oh boy. Looking like, oh boy, what have we done? Okay, we're gonna try and do it with the grass because we YouTubed this before. So we're gonna hope that YouTube won't do us wrong here. And how are we gonna make dark green? Because we don't have. Oh boy, this is gonna be an experiment. Experimenting with color theory and Matt. With Matt. You know, you can't quite get this there anywhere else. Let's get the slightest bit of black and see what happens. Because black is so overpowering. Even the slightest bit of it should turn this into a whole different color. It is darker. I'm maybe gonna go. We're gonna go with a dollop more. Oh, why can't I open this now? My hands are gonna be a mess after this. Kind of mixing it in. Dark green. I think we just stroke up. That doesn't look right. I must have like too much on my This we're gonna abort that because that just is not working. You don't know what I'm doing. Okay, we're gonna try. Now we're gonna do our mountain. You should know how to do mountains at this point in the series. We've done 900 mountains, it feels like. So we're gonna take our gray. So the first thing we're gonna do here is we're gonna have a nice white sun here. It's gonna be the next element that's gonna go on top. So hopefully that is gonna work well here. Just kind of get in here with we'll probably have to keep it with a little bit of extra texture because it's white. We're gonna have a couple rays. Posting. Quite an interesting sun here. Okay, now what we're gonna attempt to do is our grass. We're gonna try second attempt at making some textured grass here. So the key here is just to get a tiny bit and just kind of flick it. I think. Just flick. You know, tiny bit, flick. Tiny bit. Just flick it. There we go, some grass. And now we're just gonna have to let it dry and then we'll do our final element of the tree over top. Oh, we're adding our last element here. The pure black trees. This one definitely been more of a grind than any of the other ones. My face looks ridiculous, right? I just wiped paint all over my face. Okay, guys, I had to take a little TLC break. I wiped myself with black all over my nose, so we had to get that off. Gotta look camera best. Always, you know, I try and look good for you guys. Okay, now I'm gonna try a little bit of an interesting technique here for our leaves, because it's kind of the texture. Kind of get some texture going with this paper towel technique. Okay, guys, here's the finished product of my complex painting. I think we did pretty well. We could do better on the shading here. I actually really like how it turned out. The sky, I think, looks great. This lower half could use some work. The trees, we used an interesting technique. If you saw that last little bit, we used a paper towel to get some texture. And remember, 15 likes, we will try a part 4 and get even more complex if we even can, because maybe my skill level just tops out, because it's so hard to just jump in and try complex versions of hobbies. You should probably start learning some basic skills and doing some easy stuff to start, and not jump into and try and do really complex things. We'll see you next week for a Hobby Solver video. We'll either be starting a new series or doing part 4 of this series. Stay tuned to find out.